Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this episode I'm going to start writing the program code. If this is your first time watching my video, I recommend you to check the previous videos. First, I will show you where to find useful information about programming languages. In your browser, you can type something like Visual Basic Special Folder. Then you will see a link to learn.microsoft.com. Here you can choose your programming language and apply additional filters. In my case, I selected .NET Framework 4.7.2. I needed information about special system folders in Windows, and I decided to use the local application data folder for my program. In Windows, this folder is located at C users, your username, in my case it's admin, app data local. The advantage of using this path is that your program will have access to this folder no matter where it's located on the hard drive. This website also has lots of other useful information. You can use the search bar to quickly find what you need. Honestly, Microsoft did a great job. They have created a very helpful database for developers. Let's start typing some code. Double-click on the form window. This opens the Form 1 load event. Visual Basic is an object-oriented programming language. Each object can have several events, and when an event happens, the program will run the code you have written for it. Inside the form class, I can type the program's code. At the top of the window, you can see the name of the object and the event that will trigger the code execution. My program needs some folders, so let's create a few global variables inside the Form1 class. Form1 load is a subroutine or just sub. We can also create variables inside the Form1 load, but those variables will only work inside that sub where they were declared. Let's create a variable dim appDataPath as string, then equal path that combine environment get folder path, then environment dot special folder dot local application data, comma TXT Manager folder. Now let's create another variable dim appData as string equal appDataPath and /data. I will create another variable dim appSettingsPath as string equal appDataPath and /settings. This folder will be used to store some of the program settings. Inside the form load sub, I need to add few conditions. When the program starts, it should check if these folders exist in the local application data directory. If they don't exist, the program should create them. Let's type a check for TXT Manager folder using the variable appDataPath. If not directory exists and folder path appDataPath, then directory dot create directory app data path. Now let's test if this code works. As you can see, the program created the TXT Manager folder. I will add 2 more conditions for the other folders. Now I will start the program and let's check if it works correctly. Yeah, perfect. The program created the data and settings folders. Now let's teach the program how to find the text files. First, I will add a few text files into the data folder. Then I will create an array called files of type string. I will add all the files from the folder into this array. Let's type files equal directory dot get files and location app data, comma, and type of file .txt. I want to display the list of files in the list box files object. Let's create a loop for each file as string in files. Next line, list box files dot items dot add path dot get file name of file. Now I will start the program and check if we got the list of files. Okay, great. Now I have the list of files, but I don't like that the file names include the file extensions. At first, I tried to use the trim function to remove the extensions, but that was incorrect. The trim function is used to remove spaces. I remembered that later. I searched for the right solution to get file names without extensions. I just need to use path that get file name without extension. Also, let's display the path to the text files folder in the path field of the program. So I will just type text box folder path dot text equal app data. For this object, we need to enable the read-only property in the settings to prevent the user from modifying the file path. Okay, let's teach the program how to read files. Double click on the list box, then file dot read all text. Oh wait, I forgot something. I need to add slash to text folder path. I need to specify the path to the file we selecting in the list box. I added a variable file text to store the data I get when we're reading the file. Let's type text box main dot text. equal file text. Text box file name that text equal list box files that selected item to string. I got an error. The program doesn't read files. After some time I found the reason. After text box folder path, I should type that text. Now the program reads files and also displays the name of the selected file. After checking, I find out that if you select an empty line in the list box, the program throws an error. Let's fix that. If list box files that selected item equal nothing, then exit sub. Let's test it. And yes, finally, now the program works correctly. Now let's think a little. What if I will delete or rename a file in the data folder while the program is running? In that case, we need to add a file existence check. If file exists, then I will put file path here, then read the file, and in the end I will type and if. I renamed one of the files, and when I click on it in the program, nothing happens. I need to add code that will first notify the user that file doesn't exist, and second, refresh the file list. Let's type else message box that show, then we type message file doesn't not exist, comma, title error, comma, message box buttons that okay, comma, message box icon that error. Now I need to update the file list. I can use the same code as in the form1 load subroutine, but let's create a new subroutine. Private sub read files. Now let's move the code for updating the file list inside this subroutine. In form1 load, I can call read files subroutine. Also, let's type read files after the message box. Let's test the program. And again, nothing works. The reason is that I forgot to move this line into the new subroutine. Let's check again. Okay, great. Now the message shows that the file doesn't exist and the file list in the list box has been updated. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.